Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while learning this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect that they're scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking the lives and freedom to do so. This is Brother Tazamak with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this the modern day seer. And I'm going to be going into that title, okay? Because that's what we are. We are the modern day seers. We are the modern day prophets. That's what a seer is, okay? The modern day prophets, you know? And they would call us seers because the Lord in ancient times would send, certain brothers visions or dreams of future events that were going to take place, okay? And they were recorded, all right? And also the ability to foretell future events, makes you a seer, a prophet. Okay, so that's all prophecy is saying it before it actually happens. Saying and speaking of future events before they take place. Okay? And it's been like that since the beginning of time, since the ancient world. Prophets have been here. But in today's society, it is, like a joke. You guys dress up in a robe and you go out and scream, you don't have jobs, you're a bum. We get the shit into the stick here. Okay? But it's not going to be like that forever. All right? And I got something. I wanted to start with this. Okay? This is the Wisdom of Solomon 4 and verse 15. This the people saw and understood it not. Okay? And then, going into this truth, going into this ministry. Because the people will see this and think it's a joke. Go up to somebody and tell them that you're a seer or you're a prophet. They're going to think it's a joke. They're going to think October's coming around like it's a Halloween joke or something. It's a joke in general. Okay? A seer, a prophet, you don't got a real job. This is our real job. Scripture tells us to be occupied prophecy. This is our main occupation. Okay? I just got off the plantation right now. I got to get to my real job, man. Okay? This is the only thing that matters. So that people see this and think that it's a joke. They're not going to be thinking it's a joke for long. Okay? It says, neither laid they up this in their minds, that this grace and mercy is with the saints, going into the elect, and that he had respect unto his chosen. So at the end of the day, we're the ones that are going to receive mercy, not you guys. Because when all hell breaks loose, you guys are going to remember those crazy guys on the corner that you scoffed and that you ridiculed. And you think you're going to be able to get the 411 in that day on everything that's going on, and you're sadly mistaken. It doesn't work that way. You can't just come serve the Lord whenever you feel like it. The grace period is now, and it's about to be over. Okay, through the Spirit, it's about to be over. I see it closing really, really quick. The Lord is gathering his last little, the last little fruit that's going to come in. Okay, the Spirit hopped on Apostle Heart to say all affiliate camps, got a chance of being actually a part of Great Millstone. That was mercy from the Lord. Okay, that was mercy from the Lord. It's getting tighter. Okay, the rank, not the rank. I didn't even say the rank, but the things in the body are getting tighter. Okay, due to the fact that the Lord is about to come back, man, and crack these clouds. I'm gonna go to the book of 1 Samuel. The 9th chapter, and I'm going to go to the 9th verse. It reads, before time in Israel, some people, we always say, Jerusalem, when the scriptures bring up Jerusalem, Israel is Yasharallah in Hebrew, okay? But before it's a place, Jerusalem, Israel, and all that, it's a people, okay? Because we are Israelites. I wanted to bring that point out. It says, before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer, because the Most High speaks through his men, okay? For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer. So we're called prophets now, but back in ancient times we were called seers. They referred to a prophet as a seer, okay? Just like I said in the beginning, there was a reason why they called us the seers, okay? So that's just an example of that right there. going to go to the book of Ezekiel next. The 3rd chapter. And I'm going to go to the 17th verse. I read, Son of man, Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. And that's what the Lord did. The Lord set us up to be watchmen. Okay, we have different titles in the scriptures: watchman, seer, prophet. Okay, we have different titles in the scriptures. It all ties back to one title, us being prophets. Okay, but you got various titles: seer, prophet, things of that nature. Watchman, just like I got. Okay, we're watching for the prophecies, man. We're being vigilant by staying occupied in prophecy. Okay, and we give warning. That's what we're doing. We give warning. Hey, destruction and death is about to come. You guys can think it's a joke if you want to, but the true men and the true believers, so to speak, that are meant to hear this word are going to hear it, and they're going to gravitate towards it. It don't take 10 years to build yourself up to get ready to go to a camp, man. When we heard it, we woke up like that. Okay? But that's what we are. Seer, prophet, watchman. It all ties into the same thing. And it says into the house of Israel, because this is who the truth is for, the Israelites. It is said watchman to the whole world, a watchman to all the nations. This truth refers to is dealing with the Israelites. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna stay in the book of Ezekiel. I'm gonna move to the 33rd chapter. Okay. And start at the 1st verse, and it says, Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, which refers to the Israelites. Okay, that's what we do. And say unto them, when I bring the sword represents death and destruction. I mean, the sword represents destruction, Salakia. Okay, it is also Esau's military might. It says, when I bring the sword upon the land, a lot of death and destruction is coming. Okay, Esau, and the Lord is going to let Esau show his horns. Revelation 12:12. Okay, but the Lord is going to be with his men. It says, say unto them, I will bring the sword upon the land. If the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for the watchman. You see the word watchman again. Like I said, it all ties into the same thing. Seer, prophet, and watchman. It's all the same thing. Okay? And it says, of the land and take a man of their coast, because you got the prophets, the seers, okay, all around the world now. On coast to coast, north, south, east, and west, all around the world, literally. The internet does our heavy lifting, but we are here in the flesh too, brothers. You can walk up to an actual camp. Everybody's just too proud to. 9 out of 10 people are too proud to. We were the ones that put the pride to the side and wanted to change our lives and get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua before the great and terrible day of the Lord. Okay? It says, I want to get the part where it says, if the people of the land take a man of the coast, like I just went into, and set him for the watchman, because whichever camp is in your area, that's the camp that you obviously go to. I'm out here in California, in a certain part of California. Okay, I went to the brothers in my area. If you're in Alaska, okay, you got a camp out there in Alaska. That's the watchman in your coast. If you got brothers in France, okay, that's the watchman in your coast. You go report to them. If you got brothers in Atlanta, okay, there's brothers over there, okay, you report to the watchman in your coast. Okay, and again, that's if you want to get right with the Lord. If you want to sit here and get destroyed, that's there too. Don't even trip. And it says, verse 3. It says, if when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, because we see destruction coming. Okay, we're warning everybody that was to come out here. Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take it not the warning, if the sword come and take it, and we're blowing the trumpet by showing his word, okay, by teaching his word. That's us blowing his trumpet, okay. on what's to come, the destruction. And I'm going to go back to verse 4. It says, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. If you hear this truth, if you hear us teaching, and you don't take warning, your own blood is going to be upon you. The Lord is justified, by letting everybody know what's about to happen before it does. It's your fault if you don't want to listen or not. Ultimately set up like that from the beginning. Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. Just like I went into. But he that taketh the warning shall deliver his soul. We're the ones that took warning. Now, just because you took warning and you got into this ministry, it does not mean you guarantee are going to make it as well. Okay? Hopefully. That's why we call ourselves a hopeful elect, because Abba Ratazah, we'd be at that number. Okay? I'm going to go to the book of 2nd Ezra next. I want to get some examples of why we're called seers. Okay? This is 2nd Ezra 13. I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm not going to go too deep in it. 2nd Ezra 13:1, and it reads, and all Ezra says is Ezra in Latin, by the way. And it says, and it came to 2nd Ezra 13:1, and it came to pass after 7 days, 7 represents completion, I dreamed a dream by night. Okay, so Ezra was having a dream. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves there. The Lord was giving Ezra, showing Ezra what was going to happen in the dream. Okay. And it says a wind from the sea. That's that atmosphere up there. Okay. In the clouds in the sky. And it says that it moved all the waves thereof. It's going into the Lord cracking the sky. Okay. It's not talking about a literal sea. It's the atmosphere. Okay. And it says, and I beheld, and lo, the man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Talking about Yahushua coming through the chariots. Okay. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Because everybody that's going to be fighting, all the nations that are going to be fighting in World War III are going to be scared. Again, the point I got this is, you see why we were called seers back then. The Lord will show us visions, dreams, okay? And our ability to foretell future events, okay? And it says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Like as the earth filled it when it filled the fire. Okay, let's talk about the laser beams that are going to be coming out the chariots. Imagine what kind of dream Ezra was having. Okay, verse 5, and it says, after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the men that came out of the sea, because the Lord's going to put the spirit of these nations to fight them, even though they're going to be scared. Okay, when he crashed the clouds during World War III. And I just brought that out to get that point. Okay, I'm going to close with this in the book of Habakkuk. Okay. Habakkuk 2:2, and it reads, I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to go to the second verse, start with the second verse, and it reads, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make a plain upon tables, that he may run that read it. Again, the Lord was giving different brothers visions, dreams, okay, what was to come in these last days, okay? So it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Okay, so brothers, even going back there, brothers was writing down the visions that the Lord was giving them, okay? Whether it was a dream or a vision, brothers would write it down. Or they had the scribes with them that would write them down, okay? And it says, the writers with them that would write down. And it says, make it plain upon tables. It's going to be absolutely plain that these are the prophecies, man, that this is the end. You're not going to be able to get past it, man. Okay? It's going to be plain once these prophecies start to hit hard. The prophecy is playing out now, but once they really start hitting, it's going to be plain. There's going to be no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Okay? It says that he may run that readeth it. We're the runners, okay? The vision got wrote back then, and brothers didn't really understand all the prophecies like we do. Okay? They didn't really understand everything that they were seeing in the dreams and the visions. But we're the readers. I mean, but we're the runners. It says that he may run that read. Run and do what? Run and prophesy. Okay? We're the runners. We read the prophecies. We're able to break it down, and we run and go blow the trumpet like I got before. Death and destruction is coming. Get right with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It says, for the vision is yet for the appointed time, which is now. But at the end it should speak. Again, the current time we're in, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it would surely come, it would not tarry. It was a time where the prophecies were tarrying, where it seemed like nothing was happening. The apostles said they was out there for 10 years and nothing happened. Okay, this is the current time we're in. It's not tarrying no more. Okay? Us being the seers, the prophets, the watchmen, it's our job to run and blow the trumpet. What our forefathers wrote about, what brothers wrote about. It's our job to run and go blow the trumpet on everything that's to come. Okay? Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.